Before you, the Red Legion had never been defeated in battle. You crushed them, drove them to a desperation they've never known. They have scoured the system, searching for salvation. Instead, they found my failed experiment, the Sundial prototype. It is a means to walk the corridors of time. Now time is broken on Mercury, fractured by the Legion into countless realities. They intend to write a new history, a new ending to the Red War. Show them history is written by the victors. Welcome to my Sundial. It is a means to walk the corridors of time. And time is broken here on Mercury. I need your help. You've been busy, Guardian. When you slew the Undying Mind, you changed the course of history. Inside the Infinite Forest, the Vex's future I long sought to prevent was no more. Instead, I met an emptiness I'm only beginning to understand. This new future dwarfed the Vex apocalypse. It was annihilation at the subatomic level, reaching out forever. And so I left the forest. And I emerged to find that time is broken on Mercury. The Red Legion have run amok in timelines across the past, present, and future of this planet. If you're willing to help, I'll arm you to smash the Legion and collapse the timelines they've created. You'll need my Sundial to do it. All that you see here was not in the Sundial's original design. I built it so that an ally of mine could cheat death. You and your Guardian cohorts know him as Saint 14. I failed to help him, and his death remains my greatest regret.
To rewind their fate, to rewrite their defeat as a victory. You must punish their ambitions. The Cabal treat the light as a resource to be spent, consumed, gluttonous conquest. No surprise at all. Travel is here. But you still wield the light. Be its agent of retribution. The light they have collected here is but a remnant of the whole. Information is scattered throughout various signals, but they have offered the bulk of their prize to Callus. The Legion may be attempting to buy their way back into the Empire. Interesting. Traveler has abandoned Mercury. There stands the possibility that it would never cross paths with humanity. You, I, and all we've worked for would cease to exist. Call the Legion. Force this reality shut. Why did the Traveler flee? What did it see in the ugly intentions of the Cabal? Its own demise, perhaps. Us along with it. I have seen a far future with a Scion at its center. It is a bleak place. Do you know what a mind is like? Ask the Emperor about his nightmares. accomplished a great feat here, Guardian. This scion would have done much worse than reverse the outcome of the Red War.
I told you before, I tried to save Saint 14. I bent the rules of time using a prototype of the Sundial. It allowed me to walk the corridors of time here on Mercury, but I failed. I never found Saint's final moment against the Vex. I encountered younger versions from his first mission to Mercury among others, but none were the right Saint. The prototype Sundial still exists, accessible off the main deck. And it can still travel through Saint's personal timeline on this planet. But venture there at your own peril. He cannot be saved. I have walked every permutation of those corridors with 100,000 of my echoes and found nothing. Saint 14 is lost.
The shotgun you crafted in the Infinite Forge is reacting to the Sundial. An onboard transponder is broadcasting coordinates. A path through the Sundial, crossing 2 time periods. The prophecy blueprint you used to create the perfect paradox must have included this broadcast. If you can open up the initial chamber, I can align us to the first time period the broadcast is referencing. This is new. Topographical scan confirms this is Mercury circa the Dark Age. Incoming signal on an old emergency band. Hold on.
I repeat, this is Saint 14. The Fallen have overrun Zephyr Station. If you can hear this, turn back.
Saint, hold your position. You have an armed Guardian incoming.
Who is this?
Just stay alive, Titan.
All is lost, Guardian. Get out of here! I'll hold them off for as long as I can! The Fallen cannot be stopped! They do not negotiate! Their bargains are lies! I've watched them burn and pillage whole villages in the Cosmodrome! Ah! I've watched Drags leech children! They envy us! Their legendary traveler chose them before us! And they will kill! They will torture! They will maim to earn their machine god's favor! The light the traveler gave to us, it only brings more violence! Your strength is a sight to behold! What has all your strength come to? Our people are dying on Earth! They died here on Zephyr Station! We never should have come. Another minute and they would have eaten my ghost. Fallen are monsters.
Some are. Are you fit to fight, Titan?
I was supposed to protect these people. I should be dead.
You're stronger than you think.
Not strong enough. this?
The perfect paradox, built by my guardian out of spare parts, and light, and sheer will to aid you.
It's beautiful.
I probably shouldn't be showing you this, but when has that ever stopped us? This is the last safe city of humanity, hundreds of years from now. During the day, there are children laughing in the streets. When night falls, the people sleep in their homes, not against the walls, weapons in hand, like the early days.
Like my people.
These are your people, Saint. They're descendants. If you quit the fight, maybe you'll live forever. Your ghost will protect you no matter what. But this last city might never happen.
Everything I've ever built has died. I've buried most of the people I've met. I can't do this. Not anymore.
We all make our own choices. Good luck, Titan. Okay, let's check the tower databases to make sure we didn't just wreck the entire timeline. Querying Saint 14. Records state he was a former commander of the tower. He vanished on a final mission to Mercury in search of the exiled warlock Osiris. Well, those are the big beats. Timeline intact. Good job, Saint. But our trip's not over. That broadcast I picked off the perfect paradox marked one more set of coordinates within the sundial.
Steel yourself. Remember what is at stake. Everything, Guardian. Everything. That scion would have seen all of humanity enslaved under its banner. The Traveler as we know it would be nothing but a myth. Thank you, Guardian.
I've killed enough of you to end the war. And you took my light. I guess that makes us even. What are you waiting for? Last words? Finish it, you cowards. I've killed enough of you to end the war. And you took my light. I guess it makes us even. What are you waiting for? Last words? Finish it, you cowards!
Now where are we? Let's see. Topographical readouts match near-present Mercury. This is before I found you. And after Saint 14 launched his last mission to find Osiris.
Guardian, you're back. Just in time. I was about to send my ghost away. I'm afraid that Martyr Mind has taken my light. But now that you're here, please back. Amazing! Like a monster! Soldier one! Save some facts for me, my friend! I'm trapped, not dead! You are even more vicious than I remembered! I can feel the light in my bones. Martyr Mind! Time to die! It's been a long time, my friend. I've chased your memory for centuries. You should go now. Those who could kill me are dead. You've made sure of that.
And what if the Vex take your light again?
Impossible. It cost them everything to build the Martyr Mind. When you crushed it, they were doomed.
You want us to leave you? You'll be stuck here for years.
You've both done plenty. Just open the Infinite Forest gate. I'll meet you the long way around, at the end. What's a few more years of fighting Vax?
If we did this right, Saint should be waiting for us in the forest. Let's hope he's still alive.
My name is Saint 14. They call me the greatest titan who ever lived. But I would be dead if not for you. Since the day I met you, I swore I would make it my duty to follow your example. I'm still trying.
I didn't think it was possible. I had given up. I spent lifetimes looking for Saint. A dozen of my echoes lost their minds before I retired them. Part of me wishes you were there to see it, to feel what I felt when I surrendered. But then where would we be? What you've done today, this is amazing. Saint will need your help. The world has changed since he last walked free. In his youth, he talked often about the Guardian who inspired him. I should have guessed it would be you.
Look at this place. I cannot believe what this city has become. To be home again. To hear of the Red War. and see the scars. So much has changed. I was not here when the city needed me most. But regret does not serve us. We must look to the future. We must find hope again. There is no more time to waste. On my journey here, I wondered how the city could best use me. Now I think I know. Together, we will shine brighter. We will build a beacon to call all who are lost home. You will fight, and I will build. But for now, my skull needs rest.
I've come to expect great things from you, Guardian. You never wavered when the tower fell. When Cade died. I rely on you when all else fails. But this, rectifying the past, I could not expect. Today you saved the life of a Titan. No more, no less. And for that, I'm grateful. He might not say it to your face, but Saint idolizes you. He'll need your help reacclimating to all of this. Do what you can.
Let's hope your journey to help Saint doesn't have any unintended consequences for our timeline. Even the Warlock orders don't fully understand the ramifications. The Speaker exiled Osiris for less. But I know you'll stop at nothing to right a wrong. Eris says that Guardians are bound to lives of loss. We don't usually get to see our old friends again after they've passed. So thank you for this. Just try not to make this a habit.
I long to see old Russia again. Perhaps I will go when I am rested. I hear you have...
Yeah?
What can I do for you?
They will come back. You will see. I give you a gun. I like this trade. Do not rush by. Come, sit. Take the time to breathe.
Watch your step here. The Scions are owned by the Cabal, but not dictated by them. Brute force is not their method. They think in more intricate patterns. You won this battle. Together, I believe we can win the war. I have seen that future, Guardian.
They will come back. You will see. Welcome to Twilight God, the place where humanity nearly died.
Guardian, there are no Crucible matches scheduled for the Gap today.
Osiris, how did you know we were here?
I saw the Guardian arrive.
You're spying on her?
I watch all Guardians of stature.
The battle against the Fallen that took place here, it made Titans famous. Not in a good way.
You say that like the Warlocks and Hunters sat on their hands.
Get off this line, Osiris. I'm showing the Guardians something very important.
Make me.
You would not survive that, but you made me laugh. You can stay. The fabled Yalahorns of legend were constructed from the armor of guardians who died here. Final deaths, all of them.
What happened here wasn't your fault. Or mine.
We would have lost if not for Shax's last stand. With Nkeichi and Abdi, and Truce, Li Feng, Anna, they all believed in him.
He's more stubborn than you.
I have never known him to give up, ever. He's taught me a lot. Guardian, whether you wanted it or not, you've become the best of us. Or close to it. Without you, there would be no Saint 14. The Battle of Twilight Gap might have been lost.
Saint, your ego knows no bounds.
And you have a fat head, Warlock.
What's all this? Guardian, there are no sanctioned matches at Twilight Gap right now.
That's exactly what I was saying.
Osiris!
Warlord Shax, as I live and breathe.
Saint 14? I thought you were dead.
Brother, I have always hated you.
They'll be out this for a while, Guardian. Feel free to move about the universe. I'm sure you have better things to do than listen to this.
Shax, the Crucible. What have you done with it?
It's not the crucible by which you and I were forged. Took years. But Twilight Gap changed everything. After that day out there, the Crucible went from a place where we settled our differences to a place where we bettered ourselves.
I heard you give out some amazing weapons to your fighters.
Those weapons are earned with blood, sweat, and tears.
Are you sure your fighters are bettering themselves or chasing hardware?
Listen, even Guardians need to get paid once in a while.
When you put it that way, you sound like that sad, lonely rat man who lives downstairs.
The Drifter. Keep your enemies close, right? Watch him for us.
I was shocked to see Eris mourn again. She is not as she was.
She represents the best of us. Ghostless. And stronger than you and me both.
Perhaps we could get her a bigger gun. She would not have to carry that rock all the time. Speaking of guns, tell me more about these weapons you've crafted. I am not allowed to earn them. I have heard you made one for young Redrix. Redrix's Claymore?
Broadsword.
Whatever. There was a hand cannon as well. You made one for Yosef. Luna's Howl.
Yes, Luna was his dog. She passed on the moon, fighting Hive.
Those bastards. I'm glad you killed their king.
Are these questions leading anywhere, Saint?
Yes. The long rifle you designed, the Revoker, what's the story behind it? What does it do?
It shoots bullets, Saint. It's a gun.
All the good work you've done. The city is amazing. The tower is amazing.
Anything I've done pales in comparison to what our Guardian has accomplished.
I always told you she would return to save us.
Still wearing that spinfoil hat, I see. The Guardian saved you with Vextech. She is not a divine savior.
Wanna bet?
Oh, you never change.
And you still owe me Glimmer.
In my defense, you were dead. And I don't make much as Crucible Handler.
You know, when I walk the streets of the city, the children demand I carry them. I do so, but I ask them to sing me a song. A song of their people.
No! I refuse.
Then you can pay me. A Titan is only as good as his word.
But I don't know any songs.
make something up.
Oh, let me see. Eris hummed a few bars on the moon. How did it go? I'm on the moon. It's made of cheese.
That is awful.
It's not my song. It's Eris's.
Thank you for coming. We've gathered here today to celebrate the life of my mentor, my inspiration. They call him Ozletc. The Hive, Kingslayer. The young wolf. Heroine of the Red War. The woman who avenged Gate 6. She had 100 times, I do not recall. And she died doing what she does best, defending the last city of humanity. Ages ago, she saved my life, and then inspired me to save myself. I am glad that she did, because never will help us. She is gone. And there is no one to save us now. On the day we met, I decided I would follow her example. I'm still trying. I've marked this grave with one of her favorite weapons, shattered in that final confrontation. It used to be mine. All who find what we've left here, please leave it be. Unless you're still out there somewhere. You've performed miracles before. In which case, take it and come back to us. And we'll kill what killed you. Or die trying. Good health, friend. What is this? My old weapon? No, your new weapon. Well, you seem to improve everything you touch, Guardian. All things made new, given purpose. This is a good lesson. In your absence, I walked the streets of the city, spoke to the people. I sat beneath the traveler and listened. Scars are still healing. I witnessed many new faces. They look to me and see a myth. I admit it does make me feel old and humble. As I walked, do you know what I saw? Smiles. I heard music. It is good to be reminded why we fight. I will walk the streets again tomorrow. Maybe I will sing. Words you speak.
There are many terrible futures, but not grown numb to seeing them. The future the Cabal wish for is a nightmare for humanity. I have heard that Cabal legions cannot return to the fold until the conquest has been ratified. I don't know if this remains true for the Red Legion, but if it does, slay the Scion and make this system their prison. This path has been walked before. I remember sitting in a sea of stars soaked in meditation. I reached out and chose a tiny gleam of light that ruptured and bled. It burned away each atom of my being as the light ran, scorching a trail into my skin. It was but one fate set in motion, one that I was certain could not be brought to finality. Each time I traced that line in my mind, attempted to follow its probability to its logical end, it faded. Each time, until now. There are omens I have ignored in my haste to pursue my own agendas. This experience has brought clarity, Guardian. You have my thanks.
Sagira asked me to thank you for cleaning up another of my messes. Obviously, I don't see it that way. All that happened with the Sundial was necessary to achieve this outcome, including the return of Saint 14. What you've achieved here on Mercury, I'm only beginning to believe. The future I saw in the Infinite Forest, when all this began, the subatomic annihilation of this reality, and perhaps you've prevented it. I pray that you have. Because no hero or weapon could defeat that emptiness. Go. Run your strike missions, your crucible training. Live your life while you can. It's been a while, old man. The tower looks at you and sees a god. But I see a thug, a murderer, betrayer. You know why I left the Infinite Forest, what I saw. A line has been drawn in this system. Light on one side, dark on the other. Where do you stand?